According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, a person is more likely to be injured or even killed by a falling tree than a bear or any other large animal. Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz has more on this often overlooked danger in tonight's special report.
When out venturing in the wilderness, you have to be prepared for any potential threats that we may face. For things like dehydration, there's water. For things like bears, there's bear spray. But there's a hidden danger out there that people may not know about: the trees themselves. A tree snag is defined as any standing tree that's dead or dying. And when that tree falls, it can bring hundreds, even thousands of pounds of force with it. Jay Hedrick is a 10-year veteran forester who works for the U.S. Forest Service. He has seen firsthand just how dangerous a tree snag can be.
No matter how long you've been doing it, it is a pretty frightening situation, especially if you're witnessing these trees come down.
There are a number of things that can kill a tree. This dead one behind me was taken by pine bark beetles. You can see the sap marks on the sides of the tree. There's also fungus, and then fire can potentially kill trees. There's a report out of the University of Montana that says there are more than 9 million acres here in the state killed by pine bark beetles alone. Hedrick says the best thing a person can do is be aware of their surroundings. Even if the tree has a green top, if the lower part of the tree is dead, it can pose significant risk.
Even a branch falling out of a tree could kill someone. So significant amount of force coming down.
Tragically, Montana knows all too well just how deadly a falling tree can be.
Let us not forget what was really lost this summer: 2 firefighters who paid the ultimate price to keep us safe.
Firefighters Trent Johnson of Missoula and Brent Witham of Mentone, California, both lost their lives to falling trees last year while fighting wildfires in Montana.
While we're, actively suppressing a fire, I've watched trees fall without, they just fell over.
David Hamilton of Montana DNRC has spent the last 20 years fighting wildland fires. Hamilton says that especially when fire is involved, tree snags pose a significant threat to firefighters. The historic fire season of 2017 scorched more than 1 million acres. The burn scars are filled with snags.
Never underestimate the power of Mother Nature, and when one of those trees wants to fall, you're not going to know it until it starts falling.
So when outdoors recreating in our beautiful state of Montana, make sure to stay alert and be aware of your surroundings. If you notice an area with dead or dangerous trees, maybe plan on heading off in another direction that day. Out on the trail, Curtis Grevenitz, MTN News.
The Forest Service also says with heavy rain or snow melt, the ground becomes saturated with water, and when you combine that with just a little bit of wind, it greatly increases that potential for a tree to come down.